What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yoon. You watched the Ragin Ronin review. Got a review for you. I checked out Ford v Ferrari, or Ford versus Ferrari, which is, it tells the true story of Ford going up against Ferrari. And, I don't actually know the full true story, and I saw this film a couple of weeks ago, so I can't really even attempt to really tell you what the true story is about. All I'll tell you is that it's just Ford versus Ferrari. The company of Ford, they want to challenge the company of Ferrari in a race because the Ferrari claims they're better or something like that. So, you get the general gist of the idea. This is a true story, okay? And it's directed by James Mangold, who directed Logan, which was awesome. Like what an amazing superhero Marvel comic book film. It's a great film, so I'm definitely looking forward to what he's going to direct next. He goes on to direct this true story, which stars Matt Damon, Christian Bale, John Bernthal, Josh Lucas. This is one hell of a cast, even though I don't know everybody in this cast. But there's a lot of great acting in this movie, and because they're here to tell a true story. All right, this is a very important story to America, and it is they want to. Of course, James Mangold wants to tell it in the best light. So, as a director, he got his actors to put on some really, really great performances, and that is what I loved about this film. Christian Bale, Matt Damon, and all the supporting characters, they put on a really, really good show on. Especially I love the chemistry and the interaction between Matt Damon and Christian Bale. I loved their relationship. It's something that it was progressive. They got to know each other, then they like each other, and then they get into arguments, then they like each other, and you really see that friendship develop. And it's just, I almost feel like this is about people. All right, this movie's about people, and of course it's about Ford versus Ferrari. They don't put a whole lot of emphasis on Ferrari because this is a very American story, but what's great about it is that it's an American story that doesn't feel very, very jingoistic. It's not like a war movie where there's a lot of war movies, like a Michael Bay war movie like Pearl Harbor, where it's like rah 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 rah. It's not about that. They don't give it that kind of tone either, right? They make it more just about people, and they make it about the cars, but they don't make it about like America, woohoo, right? That'll get a little bit distracting for some of the audience. They really kept it down to the basics, and all you need to know is about Ford and the abilities of these two people. And what makes it great is, of course, Matt Damon and Christian Bale just keeping you engaged throughout the entire movie from their acting. It's so good in this movie, and it's just so good. But this is a Ford versus Ferrari movie. How is the racing footage? Oh man, I loved all those scenes where Matt Damon and Christian Bale were in, but I loved all the driving scenes. I freaking thought that now that's how you direct a car chase. That's how you direct high-speed driving. Okay, now we've seen this many times before. In other racing films. Like the first one that comes to mind is Days of Thunder. I thought that had amazing car racing footage from the late director Tony Scott. And then, of course, you've seen a lot of car chase movies out there. But, car chase movies are really over the top. But this one really feels like realistic. You feel invested. It's like the car chase, or rather, sorry, the racing footage is a story within itself. And there's just so much investment in there from the audience, because you see this great direction going on from James Mangold, and he really gives you a sense of geography as to what is really going on in this race, as opposed to just a bunch of flashy moves. Like vroom, vroom, vroom. It's not just about that. There's a lot of like moving parts about it that really create a very, very cohesive story, and that's why this film is so great. Like, it's a really, really great film, and it's about this 24-hour race, the Le Mans in France in 1966. I had to look that up actually, because I don't remember all the details. But still, this is an intense movie. driven by actors and driven by some great direction, and of course some very, very beautifully shot racing sequences. And of course, the build up towards the Le Mans is great. Very, very progressive, and it just keeps on getting you more and more invested until the very final and climactic moment. So very, very awesome. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. I really like this film. I really did. It was a great movie. 8.5 out of 10, and you should definitely go check it out if you like stories like this. All right. As always, if you enjoyed this film, this review, you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.